Alright guys, welcome back, and today we have another Minecraft video. Now, if you don't recognize where we are right now, this is my gold farm, which just happens to be massively high up into the air. Built this off camera just because I was really excited to build it, and I'm actually going to hit this guy, kill him. That way when these guys get crushed, which corresponds to daylight, I will get XP from it, because that's how zombie pigmen work. So, basically this is just a bunch of 23 by 23 portals with water streams in the center. I'll try and show this to you. Ooh, I hope these guys aren't pissed off at me. Sounds like they are. Oh, they are. Alright, but anyway. So yeah, water streams, trapdoors, so they actually walk in. And that's pretty much all it is. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 over there. And then there's 2 small ones, so there's 12 fairly big nether portals. And that ends up making a gold farm. And an XP farm. Which, as you can see by my levels, is fairly effective. This is my drops from this. I have more gold swords than I could ever think of anything to do with, literally. I have no idea what I'm going to do with all these. I'm thinking just kind of like throw them off into the ocean. And in case you're wondering why this is all made of snow, it's so that it looks kind of like a cloud. Doesn't, it works. Other than the fact that the cloud has a nether portal on top of it. The effect from here is really bad actually. But from this side, I mean, yeah, it's still pretty bad, but I mean, it kind of looks like a cloud, in case you're wondering. And in case you're wondering why it is square when it's supposed to look like a cloud, if you'll notice, all those are square. Clouds in Minecraft are not fluffy like they are in real life. So anyway, let's see what we're going to be doing for today. So my plan is to kill this guy. What? Oh, I thought he just went over there and I was about to laugh at that. Our plan for today is to begin work on an iron farm, which will accompany that gold farm up in the sky, and also be a cloud and have rainbows connecting it. It kind of looks cool from over here. I mean, it is fairly ugly, but whatever, form follows function. So, as you've probably noticed by now, I've rearranged these signs. So instead of what we had where everything has its own spot, this room is going to be the iron golden mob drops. This room is going to be the villager breeder, which is what we are going to be working on today. That's going to be the trading hall. That's going to be the farms, potion room, mine, storage, blah blah blah. And rail system. The rail system should be interesting, but once again, what we're working on is going to be the village breeder. And rather than inventing my own design, I'm just going to use one by Impulse SV. I will hopefully put a link to his tutorial on what I'm going to be building in the description below. Ooh, that's a creeper. And he didn't destroy anything. So I should put his tutorial in the description. If I don't, just kind of yell at me in the comments. Please don't be too mean. And I've also done some work down here. I put in a floor, which I'm kind of iffy about. I've also noticed kind of an optical illusion. If you look at this from here, it's checker pattern. If you look at it from here, it's lines. Just something I never noticed before. Not sure how I feel about this pattern, because it's kind of a plaid pattern made of checkered patterns made of lines. So, couple patterns in it, but we'll see how I like it. I also added glowstone up there, also added water, and it actually kind of adds a cool effect to it, almost like the nether portals. So, kind of cool animation. I got Optifine installed so I can zoom in. It's kind of increased my FPS quite a good bit. I've been saying quite a lot. considering whether to do stone buttons or wooden buttons over there. But for today, we'll have the trading hall, which will probably be somewhere over here. I just gotta find my math binder and do some calculations so I can figure out where to put the iron farm. Like where to place it, because it needs to be 70 blocks from the nearest village, which is a good bit, but to my understanding, villagers work in a circle, so if I calculate the radius or whatever, then it should be fine. So I'll get started on that. I'll find my math binder from last semester, and we'll build our little villager breeder right probably here. So I'll get started on that, and when it's done, or whenever there's the next notable part, I'll show you. We're back, and I have kinda finished this. I need to get villagers in. I need to get a villager down here, and I need to actually dig up there, put some doors down there, but currently all I need to do is get some villagers in here. So as you can probably tell by my inventory, I have rails and cobblestone, and I know where a village is. There's actually a village over that direction from my house, kinda, let's see, northeast-ish. So I'll go over there, place down some cobble and then some rails, and we'll get some villagers. I need at least one farmer villager, and so I guess I'll just show you where approximately that village is. I can get over there quite quickly. I need food. I'm very prepared, so I'm not gonna eat raw potatoes because I got class. I happen to know I put all my stuff in here. Got a lot of cobble, that's what I'm gonna make the railway out of. I wish I had a lot of netherite, because then that's what I'd build it out of, but I don't. So eat so that I'll heal. And what just happened there? This is where the village is. So I'll quickly make a railway from here to my house. And that's gonna be a good little grind, but something that's necessary, so I'll do it. Right, so we've got this built. I just need to purify it, get it so that it functions the way I want it to, and let it breed. I need to dig up to the surface, all the way up to the surface, and put down some glass so that it counts those doors down there as a village. Because if you were unaware of how a village actually works, it detects an amount of doors that count as a house, and the way a door counts as a house, if you say that that's a door, it will, or let's use spruce so that it's more obvious. If you say that that's a door, then in order to be a valid house, it will check first off to make sure it has a roof, and then it'll check how many like blocks there are in one direction, and I think it counts up to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then same in the other direction. And if there's more on one side than the other, then it counts as door, a valid door. If there's an equal amount, it does not count as a valid door, and if there's none, then it does not count as a valid door. And another requirement for a valid door is it has to be within sight of a villager And so that's what that villager down there, who you can't see right now, but he is down there, that's what he's for. And the ones up here are the ones that are actually going to do the breeding. He's a farmer, so he actually, or he's a fisherman, but his body class is a farmer. So what he does is he goes around and picks up all the potatoes and whatnot, and then when he has enough, he'll see that guy as hungry and give him a certain amount of potatoes. When he gives him the potatoes, or her, I guess I could say, then she or he, there's no gender role here, they will become willing to breed, and when they're both willing, they will produce a baby, and the baby, being 1 block tall, will be able to fit down there because he will see that trapdoor as a valid spawning space, and he will be carried to where I want him to go, which in this case will be the iron farm or the trading hall. So yes, and in order to be a village, a door has to have sunlight above it, so that's what I'm going to do right now, and then we'll probably close the episode because this is getting a bit long. So yeah, be back then. Alright, we're back, and we've got the iron golem farm built. Sorry I didn't do any like update videos between that. This is actually being recorded like 2 weeks after I recorded the last bit, just because I've had like stuff to do, homework to do, and crazy stuff like that. This is where the villager thing comes to the surface. That's a creeper. The iron farm, it kinda started and I was like, I want to make an oil rig, and that doesn't really look like an oil rig, but it looks cool, I think. So maybe looking at this, wondering what this is. This is how you get villagers up this high into the sky. It was a huge pain. Me and my friend just kind of did this while we were talking to each other, and again, it was just a huge pain. It wasn't really that interesting to watch. I've upgraded the gold farm, as you can probably see. A lot has happened, not a lot has been recorded. Just one of the things that occurs when you do recordings. And so yeah, let's look at the iron golem collection area. Hopefully I won't die from this. So they drop down here, and then just in a very crude little like lava trap, since they're 3 tall, they'll go into the lava. Their stuff will drop down here, and I honestly don't know what this water is there for. And then you get iron and poppies most importantly, if I can do this properly. I do have a plan to make this a lot like wider, and by that I mean I'll make this 4x4 so that iron golems don't get stuck up on the lip, which you can't see right now because we're actually under lava, and lava's opaque. And then I'll have it connect to my house, and this is kind of a pain to swim in. So yeah, we can look forward to that. Might be what we're doing in the next episode, might not really sure what I'm gonna do. So yeah, remember to have fun with it, and don't bump your mic like I just did.